How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Nothing good. The void woken are everywhere. Thank the divine you're here to protect us.
Keeping it together,
Yes, of course.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree? I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
Keeping it together, Bree?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest
Buying
of
or selling?
It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Keeping it together, Bree? I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Hear ye! Hear ye! 24 noblemen are in subordination!
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it. Buying or
Smells
selling?
worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget.
Bishop Alexander was slain by Caesars. Culprits still at large.
Protect against food poisoning.
God knows what stuck those beasts.
Cold feeling.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Queen Justinian executes 2 dozen noblemen for insubordination.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking to Wolf and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
Divine order to march against the ancient empire.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinian executes 2 dozen noblemen for insubordination.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Back for a return visit, are you?
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Yep.
Glad to see you well. Anything more?
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Nothing good. Avoid woken are everywhere.
Until later then.
Yes, of course.
I've got sword fighters, mages, archers, all willing to fight by your side if the price is right. Whatever type of companion you need, I can provide.
A most vile incident. A valiant warrior against the void.
If they got nothing to hide, they got nothing.
Taken too early. All hope destroyed.
You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up?
Path thus the conclusion of a noble bloodline.
The spirit of a magister stares dumbly at her
My ring! Where's my ring?
The spirit looks at you with the smallest...
I was still alive when she started cutting pieces off me. She wanted me to feel it. All of it.
The spirit ponders your question and seems to...
Oh, in many places. I feel my body in a...
The spirit inclines her head.
If they got nothing to hide, they got nothing.
Same as before, the spirit...
The ring. It was right here. On...
The spirit pivots her...
I should have been more careful. She hacked at my sword hand first. I couldn't defend myself.
The spirit is towards the kitchen. The spirit's lips, but it doesn't come. She forlornly stares at you, unable to find the words. The spirit looks...
I was still alive.
The spirit inclines her head towards the spirit ponders...
Oh.
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean...
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
The soft lines of her face fold into a warm...
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. Rare for an elf, but all the more impressive. You and my Niles might even get along. What brings you to Driftwood, darling? They've been a trial, that's for certain. But the Magisters are here. They'll protect us. Anyhow, what can I get you? Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast. Top of his class. My, but it's been too long since I've seen him. A fine physician indeed. That's my... Oh, but it's so good to meet a friend of Niles. No one in our little town can appreciate work so fine as his, you know. All his instruments and books are stored away upstairs, all but forgotten. It's such a terrible waste. Well, I'd love to show you, but I'm afraid I can't leave the bar unattended. This crowd isn't to be trusted. Well, but I suppose, well, there's no harm, is there? You seem to be a good... Here, take this key and head on up the stairs. You'll find Niall's room there. He'd want to know his...
The cook acknowledges you with a graceful little...
There's nothing here for you, sister. You should go back out front, where it's safe. There are other elves, ones who aren't working and have time to talk.
The briefest hint of disdain flickers across the cook's tacit...
Some wouldn't see any luck here. Some would be ashamed to serve those who mock our own customs, who defile our ancestor trees. Some would. But I must work. Cinnamon, not nutmeg. There's a food shortage in these parts. Fresh meat can be hard to come by. Now, please, I must return to my work. Sharp knives, boiling liquids, short tempers. Don't underestimate the dangers here. Now, a ghost. Peddle your children's tale. Please, I must hear. My special stew just for my elven kin. Take it with my Now, I really must get back to my...
I found something.
This ring, it bears the Magister's seal. And there's blood on it.
I'll take your order if you're polite, elf.
Please, I must insist you keep out of my kitchens. It's not safe for you to wander about like this. I'm merely catering to our sensibilities. A stew of animal meats would be enough.
She grabs the ring and glares at you.
You should have just kept out of this.
She gives you a...
Magisters are a blight. They deserve worse than the death I gave them. I wouldn't taint the earth with their carcasses. Better that they vanish into unsuspecting stomachs. I don't want to be lauded. If word spreads of what I've done, the Magisters will swarm all... I oughtn't to trust you. It's a foolish risk. But something tells me you won't betray me. Don't prove me wrong, though.
You've got enough in front of you.
The cook nods at you curt.
Remember what I told you. Betray my...
The cook acknowledges...
There's nothing here for you, sister. Cinnamon. Now, please. There are other elves. What?
The briefest...
Some wouldn't. Some would. But I must work. Here. Mine's now a rip. Please, I must insist you keep... I'm merely catering to our sensibilities. A stew of a sharp knife. A ghost.
What's this? I found something.
This ring, it bears the Magister's seal. And there's blood on it.
What would I do
anyone
without
up that
you?
looks at them?
Valiant warrior
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw him in a hole for all I care. It's the great hood.
destroyed.
I don't think you'd know even a smaller good if it bit you on
Thus
the arse.
ended the conclusion of a noble bloodline. Who shall rise? Who gains the title most divine? We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods. May the seven usher us
What
to
would I do
paradise
without you?
against all the odds.
Pipe down, will you?
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Weep, my friend,
Yeah?
for
You're not with the
Alexander
Magisters
the
taking anyone
Innocent,
up that looks at them funny.
killed by sorcerers,
Damn right.
a
I got a
most
right to live,
vile
don't I?
incident.
Throw him in a hole for all I
A
care.
valiant
It's the great
warrior
hood.
against the void.
I don't think you'd know even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
All hope destroyed. The path thus ended, the conclusion of a noble bloodline. Who shall rise? Who gains the title most divine? We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods. May the seven usher us to paradise against all the odds. Weep, my friends, for Alexander the Innocent. Killed by sorcerers, a most vile incident.
Nothing to be scared of.
A valiant warrior against
You're good
the
with the
void.
Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
Taken too early. All
Damn
hope
right. I
destroyed.
got a right to live, don't I? Throw him in a hole for all I care.
Thus ended the conclusion of a noble bloodline.
A smaller good if it bit you on the
Who
arse.
shall rise? Who gains the title most divine? We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods.
What would I do without
May
you?
the seven usher us to
If you got
paradise
nothing to hide, they got
against
nothing to
all
fear.
the odds.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw him in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
I don't think you'd know even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse. Hey, Rudy, Nova.
Don't expect no small portions. Same size and price for everyone.
Stop peering over my shoulder.
Weep, my friends, for Alexander the Innocent.
Get you
Killed
something,
by
friend.
sorcerers, a most vile incident.
Not right now.
A valiant warrior against the void. Taken. The conclusion of a noble bloodline.
Anyone up that looks at them funny.
Who shall
I
rise?
got a right to live. Good.
We wait. We wander and wonder.
An elf in tattered red robes.
So many suspects. So many potential culprits. I need to narrow down the list.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot.
What are you doing, Elf? Trying to get a drop on me? Sneak up and slit my throat? You're lucky I have other matters to deal with, otherwise you wouldn't get away. Now leave me be. My Magister comrades have been disappearing, and I'm gonna find out who. I was removed from their ranks due to my elven blood. I'll continue to serve, though. I won't stand to see my comrades taken by some vile traitor. The Magisters are all I know, all I want. I turned my back on everything else when I joined them. My name, my blood, I have to help them. 3 Magisters missing so far, and the rest are hunting for some sorcerer called Higba, a bloody tinkerer. He can't be responsible. I'm certain he can't. That's what I'm intent on finding out. This tavern is full of scum and degenerates. The true culprit. I have to keep investigating. Keep the pressure up. The culprit will make a mistake eventually. If you see anything suspicious, let me know. What? I serve with utter loyalty now and forever. Now get away from me and don't come... What is it? Unless you know something about the disappearances, leave me alone. Come on. Lives are at stake. No rest. No rest until the killer is found. What is it? Unless you know something... The kitchen? You're certain? I have to look into this.
Dear Lucian, be glad you don't have to witness this sodden elf.
I'm telling you.
Murderer! You've been killing my comrades.
Comrades? You shame your kin, siding with those dogs. You should not have seen that. And you cannot unsee it. Come here. There's no need.
I'm ready. Prepare yourself. What will I do without him?
You've got it up in front of you. Be glad you don't have to witness this sodden elf.
Cooking notes. Wait, there's something wrong with this.
This is going nowhere. Come on, damn you. Think.
All hope destroyed. The path thus ended, the conclusion of a noble bloodline.
Cooking notes. Wait, there's something wrong with this.
May the seven usher us to paradise against. A most vile incident.
That's no good. They were right about me. I'm just another useless elf. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point? What is it? Unless you know something about the disappearances, leave me alone. I need to concentrate.
The elf shrugs listlessly.
There's plenty of suspects. Plenty of maybes. Precious little progress, though. I'm still convinced that the tavern is key to all this, though. The cook? The elf? I have to look into the...
Dear Lucian, be glad you don't have to witness this sodden elf.
Murderer! You've been killing my comrades.
Comrades? You shame your kin, siding with those dogs. You should not have seen that, and you cannot.
You don't have the wetness, the sodden ale.
A lifeless elven child is cradled in your arms to a raised valley below. Tendrils.
You don't have the wetness, the sodden ale.
Come on, can't I go and play with the others?
No can do, chickadee. You're not leaving my sight for a while longer yet.
Well, there's a fun face. Byron and I are patching up before we head home. Hope the order for you stay out of trouble.
You're the best. Come on, can't I go and play
I'm
with
watching
the others?
you, stranger.
No can do, chickadee. You're not leaving my sight for a while longer yet.
That's Magister business. Keep your nose out of it.
Come on, can't I go and play with the others?
No can do, chickadee.
What's this? Damn it, Barwell, you're supposed to be stopping intruders.
It's Belworth, sir. And
I don't care. Keep on alert until this fiend's head is on a spike. I don't want to end up like the other. What do you want, elf? You can't just come in here as you please. There's magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation. I didn't ask for your opinion, savage. I asked why you're here. Now answer me.
Come on, can't I go and play with the others?
No can do, chickadee.
Carver's face pulls.
Oh, how about gold? Do you care about that? There's a reward for putting an end to this mess. Maybe you can succeed where Barwell and her comrades are failing.
Come on, can't I go and play with the others?
No can do, chickadee. You're not leaving my sight.
Good. Keep me informed if you find anything. Otherwise, well, do you know anything?
Come on, can't I go and play with the others?
The Magister snatches the ring from your palm.
This is a conduct award. I presented it. The cook's been reported dead. I thought she was another victim, but if she had this...
He shudders in disgust.
Vile elven wickedness. I ought not to give you any reward for your kind.
He tosses a pouch of...
Take that.
You're doing okay, boy of mine.
Ma, I'm fine. But Ma,
Well, then you stay.
you're the... I'm watching you, stranger. Magister Carver's got all the information he needs locked up.
What's this?
It's...
I don't... What do you want, El? I didn't ask.
Carver's face.
Oh, how about go? Good. Well, do you know anything?
The Magister snatches the note.
These names. They're the ones the cook's been reported dead. How did you get this? Never mind.
He shudders in
Vile elven.
He tosses a pouch.
Take that. To think, someone had the nerve to murder Magisters. No more disappearances? No more deaths? It seems justice has been served well. Absolutely not! He's still a thief and likely a sorcerer as well. No. Elsa, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some more.
Right away. Ma, I'm fine.
The Magister mutters to...
Bloody Carver. Been hiding in here all this time. Now he'll take credit for solving the murders. Typical.
You're doing okay, boy of mine. Oh, great, a citizen. Can't you see I'm on a break here? What? Oh, no. Go tell Magister Raymond or Magister Julian immediately. They'll raise the alert. Go.
Head nodding drowsily, the Magister brings her voluminous sleeve up to her face. She sniffs loudly and suddenly jerks to attention, eyes red-rimmed.
They won't take me unawares. I'm ready for anything. See? I haven't stepped in... Well, I'm ready. That's what matters. Vigilance!
She turns her back on the other Magister.
Shh! No need to shout about it. It's just a tiny...
She breathes heavily as she looks past your face, pupils dark and wide as the void. The Magister
Awake?
Her glassy eye...
I'm on a break now, Yvette. Again? Serious?
To think, someone had the nerve to murder Magister. No more disappearances? No more deaths? It seems justice has been...
The Magister mutters...
Bloody car.
My sight for a while longer yet.
I need those reports gathered.
Blessings of the divine upon you, my lady. My husband and I were just sitting down for a picnic under the sun. We haven't much to offer, but would you care to join us? Wonderful. Come, sit. There you go, all cozy. So tell me, are you heading to Arks like we are? Nicholas and I wouldn't miss Lucian's Day for the world. That's so lovely to hear. So come, let us break bread and strengthen ourselves for the journey.
You eat, drink, and have a good time of it with glory.
I need those reports gathered.
Greetings! May the Seven circle you and keep you safe. Ah, it's a wonderful day, wouldn't you agree? And with good reason, too. Oh, why, only a few days ago, I was writhing in pain, but then a fellow pilgrim passed by. laid his hands upon my feverish skin, and just like that, I was cured. Truly, it was a miracle.
Nothing good. The void woke.
Alas, I cannot say who he was, but I can say what he was. A holy fills my heart with gladness to know that there are still folks like him to be found. May the seven keep him.
A so-called holy man who can heal with magic. I wonder if he might be one of the sorcerers Meister Siva wants me to find.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right.
Valiant warrior against
Same size and price for everyone.
The conclusion of a noble bloodline.
Stop peering
Pretty
on me.
good, ain't
You have interrupted.
The bard clears his throat and gargles.
Well, never you mind. Every sonnet I compose is a master. Wait! You might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a rhyme for you. Normally I'd argue with you, but you do have a certain look about you. Very well. But if I am to...
He stares at you.
My first question. Are you hungry? Actually, that's not quite what I mean. But you eat flesh. When you look at me, what do you see? A dwarf? A bard?
He smiles a crooked smile, and
An elf craves those memories like an addict craves Drudene. A pity that you turn to the dead for emotional sustenance. Would you not rather form bonds with the living? I suspect you collect memories not for knowledge, but from fear. Your homeland fell to the ravages of war and death fog. You worry of more loss, more loneliness. Tell me, elf.
the bard hems and haws. Then
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. Elf collects the wisdom of the ages. Learned from flesh and bone both left behind. Fill up on tales lived by cultures past. A feast not for the belly, but the mind.
The Magister's caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
Alas, they lose themselves to ancient worlds.
Throw him in a hole for
Lost in memory, present gone from sight.
I don't think you know even a smaller
But
bit
threatened
of
by
it
the
on the arse.
void, they rise together, chasing off the darkness with the light. You must be delighted by my newest ode. Oh, soon, bards throughout... Fame, notoriety, neither, or both. The thing about a good verse is that it wiggles into the ear. Wonderful. But I must ask some uncomfortable questions.
he stares at you for a few taut.
My first question. Are you hungry?
He smiles.
An elf craves those memories like an addict craves I suspect you collect memories not for knowledge, but from fear. Your homeland fell
The bard.
to all elf collects the wisdom of the ages. Learned from flesh and bone.
He fixes you with a stare, looks you up and down, weighs you. Then a smile creases his face. A smile carefully constructed.
Greetings, stranger. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place. Beers are ordered at the bar, but can I interest you?
He purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he is.
I'll tell you now, you'd better warm your hands before you go upstairs, or your new friend will be...
A lascivious smile spread.
Let me ask you this. Across the world, who is renowned above all others for their exquisite love-making abilities? I'm being beaten at my own game here. But after yourself, lizards are the world's greatest lovers. And for a minuscule fee, I can direct you to the world's most talented lizard lover. The price, I'm afraid, is not negotiable. And believe me,
the money vanishes.
Now, let me ask you this. What flavour of stew do you prefer? Do you like the... I admire your sense of adventure.
He gives you a...
Another sorcerer on the loose.
Arguing with Mac.
An elf connects the wisdom of the ancients.
Get you something, friend?
Not right now.
Fill up on tales lived by
Ah,
creatures.
finally. Your colleague over there is absolute. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please.
They lose themselves to ancient worlds.
Ah!
He inhales deeply over the stew, savouring the scent of it. Then he pauses in anticipation.
Rather disappointing, isn't it? After all I've been...
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was... killed. No. Now here I sit. My closest companion gone. Our precious cargo worth more. And on top of it all, the stew was a disappointment. Ah, then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes, tell me, how are you with, well, Voidwoken? Ah, terrific news. That my mentor, Liam, and I were hauling in a goodly number. We made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'll do anything to get them back. Very, very well, that's how. That cargo is worth more than a pretty... Now, give me your map. I'll show you... I can't tell you how thoroughly...
She nods an uninterested...
Here for the fight? This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one? Well, I look forward to beating the shite out of you then.
Get you
She doesn't
something,
lift it.
friend.
Rise together.
I don't think you
You simple. Eat.
Curiosity kills the
The
cat.
town
or
is
gets a
poor,
sense of
but this
Fort
room
Joy.
is rich.
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass. The ship is in the locker. On the bottom in the rock. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings on. Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear...
She buries her head in her hand.
Make it stop.
Take the wheel. You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I think you can... Can't you hear the bells are ringing? I can see a see-through from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If I can get Alexander...
Take the wheel, Captain. Take the wheel.
A ghostly seaman stares at the captain, his lip curled in a malevolent grin, his eyes wide.
Spoke to the lady captain, didn't you? I seen you, elf, cozying up. Are you with her, or sail you with us?
Curiosity kills the cat. Or gets it
Then you won't sail with her. She ran the ship upon the rocks, although I rang the bell. That light weren't no lighthouse. You ran the ship upon the rocks, Captain, and all the crew were drowned. I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the lookout, and I'm ringing the bell. Rocks ahead, Captain. There's no lighthouse here. Rocks ahead! Ha! But I'm on duty here. There are rocks ahead, and the captain must know.
He blinks once, twice. A single salty tear drips from one He raises a finger to his temple in salute.
Joy.
If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
Silence, at last.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
She babbles breathlessly on.
My ears are still a-ringing.
And I'm saying...
And I have you to thank for it? Then thank you. That accursed bell lies with the peacemaker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows. My compass lies there too.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
Let me mark your chart. But you be warned. Stay off the wreck itself. Let her lie as a monument to her dead crew, and as testament.
She goes white.
You've got no call to go looking for no cargo. Far as anyone's concerned, we sailed with an empty hold. Heed me. Leave the cargo of the peacemaker.
She turns away. She stares off.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
It's a shame, Ed.
An absolute shame.
Willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
Alexander, slaughtered like a supper lamb. Poor dear.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up them sorcerers for good.
You said it, Hilga. You're a
Hilga jabbers.
What do you want, tree stock? Yeah, right. I'm too busy right now to arrest you. But before you go, perhaps you can help us settle an argument. Thatcher here is one of my dearest friends, but she...
Thatcher grins.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards. And Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What say
And
you?
I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get
They look at you expectantly.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
Thatcher looks victorious. Eden looks annoyed.
You're as bad as she is. Get lost then, you're no use to...
Eden turns back to her drink. Thatcher smiles goodbye.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
She tips you a wink, then turns away.
What the devil are you staring at?
Your beard, my lord. It seems less lush somehow.
It's as lush as it's always been. Now train your eyes on my treasures. Here now. When one's in a small town, one must expect... Have you a reason for barging into my room, madam? No harm done, I suppose. Though why I pay good money for these still. I may as well introduce myself. Baron Levere, at your service. Travels, you say? And why would you assume I'm a travelling man?
He laughs.
Of all things, I wouldn't have thought my accent would give me a... I am travelling, yes, to Arx. Lucian's Day will be upon us soon, a celebration no man with a heart that is both as pious and mercantile. I go because it is every citizen's duty, our communal... That said, I do have more secular motivations as well. As a merchant, it is quite my favourite day of the year. I'm a wealthy man, and wealthy men need protection. The merchant's burden, you see, he must escort his music to my ears. A happy accident. If there's anything else you need, know you're always welcome.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile. And you can't be too careful.
Doesn't this room strike you as eerie? But, of course, I should hold my tongue and stand guard. Better watch yourself, lass. Got greedy eyes on you.
Then you're an idiot.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
I am Baron Levere. I am Baron Levere, not he. Not he. I am Baron Levere. No, an impostor is he. A lone wolf in my... Bejeweled is he with a false name. Draped is his back with a... Murderer, thief, impostor. I am Baron Levere. A rival's revenge. Another merchant's... But it matters no longer what drove them to daggers. It matters who... You who hears the laments of the dead, avenge me. Kill the false Baron, please.
Your beard, my lord. It seems less lush somehow.
It's as lush as it's always been. Now train your eyes on my treasures, not my person.
Curiosity
Yes, my lord.
cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent.
Same as before, the spirit...
The ring! It was right here, on my finger!
Not right now.
Something shakes the Magister's ghost from her and brightens.
My ring!
Your words take a long moment to sink in, like they're being
Return it! Home to my brethren!
The spirit smiles at you. If it were...
Not right now.
Fine.
Wait until headquarters. No more disappearances. No more death.
The Magister takes the...
This was a
He's stoic.
No can do, chickadee.
Present gone from sight.
Menu simple. Eat
The
or
spirit
drink.
smiles with its spectral fingers now restored.
A smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
Fill up on tales lived by cultures past. Not for the belly, but the life. Alas, they lose themselves to ancient worlds. Lost in memory, present gone from sight.
Glad you don't have to witness the sudden elf.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
They're right, Hilga. You got that right.
A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns toward...
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm just the handsome gardener. I was in here watering the plants, and I saw these robes. I couldn't resist their silky touch. Please, I'm so sorry, madam. I shall remove these clothes immediately. But mistress, these clasps and straps...
A mischievous glint.
Mind helping me?
He holds. His mouth opens to form a perfect O of mock horror. Then he grins.
Take me.
He smiles, then takes your work in...
Good morning, lovebirds.
Good morning, Gil. Hey, this is my lover. Lover, this is my friend Gil.
Shut it, Longbow.
I'm sorry, darling. It's a setup. You...
To wit, we're taking all your stuff. If you want it back, you can take it up with Lohar. We thank you for your cooperation. Be seeing you.
Bye, Gil. Oh, look at you, lover. You're like a baby deer who's lost its mum. Are you going to be predictable now and try to kill me?
He smiled.
It was worth it, wasn't it? Now, baby, it's time...
He thinks for...
do I want to go again?
He looks you up and down.
Do you know, love...
You fall into each other's arms. In...
One night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
We ain't gonna keep you around much longer.
Better get out there before Mortis makes it all the way, all right? I needed a laugh. I don't make exceptions.
You're making this much harder than it needs to be.